Welcome everyone to an excellent King of the Hill game between Karadok as the Vampire Counts against Dilatron as the Lizardmen. This battle took place on Summersong with some excellent monster plays. So for the Lizardmen today, we are going to see 2 units of the sneaky chameleon skinks in the front, and behind them we are going to have 2 units of the very tanky Saurus warriors with shields and the very elite Temple Guard. 2 units of these including the Star Chamber Guardians with their magic halberds, and in the back here the unbreakable cohort of Sotek. In the middle we have the big bad Bastiladon solar engine alongside the big party hat boy here, the Dreader Saurian. He's going to come in with a massive 750 armor piercing weapon strength. For the bad boy in the center, we are going to have the Slan of Life coming in with Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Armor of Quitzel, Regrowth, Earthblood, and Cold-Blooded. A lovely build in general here for the Lizardmen, and coming over here with the Undead. Coming from the back here, we are going to have 4 units of the anti-infantry armor-piercing Graveguard with great weapons, 4 units of the zombies, coming over with 1 Direwolf, 1 unit of Fellbats, and the double armor-piercing Vargulfs here in the back. Very good with that regeneration, very good with that terror, going to make them really good at dealing with these Lizardmen. A Necromancer in the back here, coming in with the Forbidden Rod, Wind of Death, Master of the Dead, and Vigorous Mortis, and a Lord and a Hero here in the sky. So we are going to come in with the Vampire of Death, which is going to have Immortal Will and Spirit Leech, and the Lord choice today, which will be the Red Duke. He is going to come in with Elf Scythe, as well as Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, and Invocation of Nehek. Very nice build here from both sides, but it is going to take a moment for them to engage. Very slow on the front line here, zombies with 23 speed, and I believe it's 27 here from the Graveguard great weapons. So just going to skip it on a little bit here until we do both meet in the middle pocket. Lots of shots coming in the sky though, something you do have to be seriously careful of. Going to shoot in some of the zombies in the front as well. The zombies do approach quite nicely, but we can look at some of the damage here coming out from the Red Duke as well. Big fire shots here coming up against the Vargulf, with that regeneration having a weakness here to fire damage from the Bastiladon, and also giving those negative stats as well. So as you can see here, the negative stats, negative 24 melee attack, negative 24 melee defense can be really painful here in the front as well. In the front, we are going to be having the Dreader Saurian just cleaving apart here up against these Graveguard and up against the zombies. Really tanky going to be the Star Chamber Guardians, 85 armor, very good stats with 48 melee defense as well. Shield of the Old One's going to go down here for that protection as well in this really nice elite pocket. Wind of Death could certainly come in here and do some good damage if we do get the Necromancer close enough. Flying high in the sky is going to be the Red Duke. He's going to be flying above while trying to assist here while the double Vargulfs try and punch up against the Dreader Saurian. Big hits going down on the second Vargulf. The first one though is going to get away a little bit scot-free here. Looks like we are going to have some healing going down here in the middle. No, that's actually going to be a Dance Macabre coming in with that increased melee attack and speed. We can see here a little bit isolated. It's going to be the Slant Mage of Life. Looks like there is going to be an Earthblood going down, and he's going to try and run away with a charge coming in from the Bastiladon. He's going to try and charge in and try and push back the Red Duke. But it looks like here we do actually have the fantastic Dreader Saurian coming through with those big hits. Doing loads of damage up against the Red Duke. Really good stuff coming through there. Increased melee attacks for the Vargulf as well as really ripped apart the Dreader Saurian. He's going to go down to 7.2k health. He's really going to be struggling at this point in the game. And also here the Saurus warriors with shields are going to be holding really well here up against the Graveguard, who are perfectly designed to deal with them. Looks like here we're going to be having Fellbats as well as the Vampire Death nice and close. Healing is going to be going down. Looks like a regrowth on top of the Dreader Saurian for 2,000 hit points and that perfect vigor, as well as an Invocation Overcasted of Nehek coming in for the double fantastic Vargulfs. In the sky, looks like we do have a healing cap here for the Red Duke already. Very visible, as he's going to be taking damage here from these nice sneaky chameleon skinks. They are going to be shooting alongside the Dreader Saurian here in the sky up against him, doing some pretty good damage. And as we can see, another healing cap here from the Vargulf in the middle. Both of them going to be fighting against the Dreader Saurian, and both of them going to be struggling. One of the Vargulfs is just about stabilizing here on that balance of power. Over here on the left, we're going to be holding really well with these Saurus warriors. They're going to be smashing up against zombies, and they've really held back the Graveguard very nicely. Shield of the Old Ones is going to come into the pocket, and so the Red Duke tried to come in for the snipe, and he got hit so hard here. He's going to be going down to 1,100 HP, as this Dreader Saurian is really holding this pocket together. You can see an Earthblood going down. Shield of the Old Ones at 20% damage resistance and increased leadership is so goddamn good here in the pocket. One Vargulf is just about going to be stabilizing, but in comes the Bastiladon Bistillodon as well. Armor of Quetzal for that melee defense, and armor is going to be really strong here in that pocket. That is more than likely going to be one Vargolf down. Negative 38 leadership with that regeneration, and also damage over time coming off from being under that leadership, meaning he should be going down here relatively quickly, but a little bit out of position is going to be the Slann. He's going to be fighting here up against the Red Duke, but we do have the nice Dreadosaurian coming through with the fantastic Bastillodon. One Vargolf goes down, and that's going to be half the damage output here from the double Vargolf. So really nice stuff there. So there is going to be healing going down for all 3 units. That'll be from the Bastillodon, that'll be from the Temple Guards, the Dreadosaurian, and also the Slann Mage Priest. Trying to get into the back though is going to be the Armor Piercing Graveguard. Double snipe here coming in for the Vampire of Death as well as the Red Duke. And he's going to pull away. That will allow the Dreadosaurian to come around the corner and do some big hits for sure. So he's going to swipe. Are we going to get any hits here? Tiny weeny bit of damage, but not too much there. Unfortunately, it looks like a bit of a low roll. Coming in is going to be the Vargolf. He's had some time for regeneration. He's going to try and pop back in where he can. And it looks like we are going to have a banishment here in the pocket. Maybe try and see if we can deal with these Graveguard great weapons. Some damage going down, not a tremendous amount, and looks like here it is going to be pulling over, and it is going to be hitting the second unit, but also going to be going over the Temple Guard as well. Looks like here lots of damage has gone down in the Vampire of Death. This Shredder is absolutely doing what the name says. It's going to be just destroying this pocket of absolutely everything. No matter what walks and no matter where it's walking, this Dreadosaurian is destroying. But coming through, the Necromancer here is also going to be a healing cap, using that Forbidden Rod, causing damage and getting more mana here for the lovely Lord. And so Wind of Death hasn't been used there, so unfortunately they're going to be a little bit of money drop that hasn't been utilised, but lots of damage coming down on the Necromancer. Swipe in from the Vampire of Death. Looks like the Vargolf's coming in for the charge as well. Invocation of Nehek on the Vargolf. You really need in there for that armor piercing to deal with the Dreadosaurian. He's going to be fighting, doing some good damage here up against the very, very nice Red Duke. He's going to be going down pretty low here in general. And balance of power is going to be relatively even, maybe slightly in the Lizardman favour, but close to wavering and breaking is going to be the Dreadosaurian. He's going to be in charge for the Necromancer and also the Vargolf. Vargolf's going to get some swipes here. He's actually going to connect with the Vargolf there. Really nice, good damage there in the pocket. Don't want to allow the Vargolf to kill too much here though, unfortunately. So we are going to get the Temple Guards as well as the Cohort or Sotek coming in with that poison, as well as the recharges here from the Bastillodon Solar Engine. 140 armor for that Solar Engine is so difficult for the Vampire Counts to hit. And there we go, the second one is going to go down here from the Vargolfs. Wavering, very close to breaking, is going to be the Dreadosaurian, 775 HP, and he does break! No, that's so sad to see. On 90 kills, he is going to get escorted by the Red Duke. Here in the pocket, though, we have 2 units of anti-large here from the Star Chamber Guardians and the Temple Guard, the very nice Saurus Warriors, and the poison from the Cohort of Sotek. The big bad boy Bastillodon in the middle, he's going to be thumping apart these bats and really removing them from the battlefield. They are going to die due to leadership bonuses, and it looks like here the Vampire of Death and the Necromancer are going to be left here in the pocket. They're going to be fighting for sure, but they're not going to be fighting for long here up against that big bat Bastillodon. As we can see here, very nice utilization of these fell bats coming out here from Karadok. Going to be pushing out the Dreadosaurian here from Dilatron, really trying to remove him from the map. He's going to have 333 HP left, negative 41 leadership. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see him anytime soon. Smashing here in the pocket, we are going to have the Vampire of Death as well as the Red Duke, really trying to snipe out here up against the Bastillodon Solar Engine. Maybe trying to see if we can get rid of him. No Slann means there's going to be no healing left here in this pocket, but they are certainly going to be carving apart here up against the Necromancer. That's going to be all area of mana gone down. But it does look like here the Fellbats, and as well as the Vampire of Death and the Red Duke, they are going to be chasing here up against the Dreadosaurian. A nice clip there on the Red Duke coming in from the Bastillodon Solar Engine. That did a little bit of damage there, not too much. A gentle chunk there on the side as a bit of a glazing shot, but he has shattered here with the Dreadosaurian. So unfortunately here for Karadok, he is going to have to engage here up against the anti-large halberds. Big shots here, going to glaze again up against the Red Duke, down to 566 health. It looks like here we're at healing cap with 1.1 here as well for the Vampire of Death and some Fellbats. I don't know if we can win here, but maybe some cycle charging on the Bastillodon could work. It looks like we are going to jump in. A nice rear charge on the Bastillodon, pin in using from the fantastic Fellbats. And can we get in with the Red Duke? He's a little bit slow here, but if we can get in with a nice big hit, perhaps we could win it here. No, it looks like he gets caught up here in the halberds. He is going to get charged from the Bastillodon. Still 566. He is going to be wavering. He has managed to hold, and that's going to be a couple of hits here coming through for this anti-large halberds. He is going to go down, and that is going to be a fantastic win here coming in from Dilatron. Excellent plays here from both sides. Let's go in with Karadok. He got 1,470 here for the Red Duke, with 516 for the Necromancer. Got 1,166 for the Vampire of Death, so a really good triple threat coming through there. And looks like the zombies just going to be doing their usual stuff. 760, 1,100, 1,084, with 980 as well for the Graveguard. Great weapons, perfect here at dealing with Saurus Warriors, and also the Elite Temple Guard. We've got 414, 318 here for the Farbats. Really good stuff at chasing off all those broken units, and they're very good at dealing with Chameleon Skinks. 66 damage value for those dire wolves, as well as 2,440 here for the Vargolf, and also 906. Just shows you how good those Vargolfs are with that regeneration, good armor piercing, and the consistent fast melee attacks here coming in for this monstrous unit. It's just so scary sometimes. Vargolfs, in my opinion, are just one of the best units in the Vampire Count roster. 570 damage value for the Slime Mage Priest of Light here for Dilatron, with 822 and 530 here for the Saurus Warriors. We got 151 kills with 940 damage dealt here for the Cohort of Sotek, one of my favourite units in their roster, with 1,251 for the Temple Guards, 193 kills, 1,447 damage dealt, over half health left as well for the Star Chamber Guardians. Very, very good. 430, 300 damage value here for the Chameleon Skinks as well, with 56 kills, 1,280 damage value for the Basiladon Solar Engine. Now, something I've noticed here is it's going to be double Silver Chevron. It's gained 5 ranks here from the Dreaded Saurian, and it's going to have 7,900 damage dealt. That is the most I've ever seen from a single entity monster. 28,000 damage dealt. That is so good. That damage value is incredible. That's going to be 2/3 of the army dealt with just by that Dreaded Saurian alone. It does come with 52 melee attack, and it's also going to come with 750 armor piercing weapon strength. So when it does hit, God, it hits like a truck. But this thing has come through with a 5 units of rank, and also coming in with 7.9k. Excellent stuff here from Dilatron. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button. It would really help here on the channel. Drop a comment down below about what you thought about the battle, and maybe think about subscribing as well. That would really help here push the channel towards 8,000 subscribers. Every single one really, really does help. Also, if you are brand new here, you can check out the description, find my Discord, find all of the multiplayer tournaments coming forward, all of the single player content as well, and all the other stuff to come forward on the channel in the future. I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Take care.